Have another sunrise today through the trees. There it is. I didn't really mean to get up this early. It's just the birds around here in this forest area are incredibly noisy at first light. So as soon as that light started breaking on the horizon they started their, I don't even call it chirping, it was more like yelling. I just decided to get up and start walking anyway, but I'm rewarded with a partially obscured sunrise. So we are on day 39 of the Arizona Trail, and went pretty early. And the plan for today is, in the first 4 miles I have a wildlife tank. This is my last quote-unquote good water source until the town of Tucson. And then it's I'm passing Grandview Lookout Tower, and I might climb the tower and see what I could see. And then it's just making my way to the town that's just outside the border for Grand Canyon National Park. Might try to use the internet there, grab a sandwich or two, and I don't think I'll have time, but if I have time I might take the bus into the South Rim to pick up a package, and if the ranger station is still open, backcountry office, look at what kind of camping permit options I have. I just checked the message boards, and at least one person has had trouble getting camping permits for the Grand Canyon, moving through it as an Arizona Trail hiker, because I guess the trail, both the Arizona Trail and the trails in the Grand Canyon, have gotten very popular and there's nothing available, so she has to spend a couple extra days. So if I can get that sorted, then that's going to be off my mind. I have a feeling that's going to happen tomorrow. So today I got wildlife tank, lookout tower, and then just make it to town. It's like 18 miles away, I think. So a bit of a way, but nothing else to do today. Okay, so here's my wildlife tank. It's actually kind of fenced off, but it's a half-mile off trail, and it's got some algae growth, but it's got some clarity to it too. You can see in here, maybe not with the reflection, but all the other sources are basically mud puddles, so this is the best source in the area. So this is where I'm going to fill up on my water. I was glancing at these interpretive signs and I almost missed it. Right here in front of me is the lookout tower. So I think I'm going to drop my bag at the base and go check it out. And this is as far as I can go. That was a climb and a little bit more wobbly than I was expecting. But look at these views. That's the Grand Canyon, and that's pretty amazing. That's really beautiful. Can't zoom in on that a little bit. So I got my first view of the very, very large Grand Canyon. Obviously it extends way beyond the park. Extends that way, and then the park is over here and it's way that way. And see if I can show it. Way back here is Flagstaff and the San Francisco peaks. So that was my last resupply point, was way back there. But beautiful views, and this is a little wobbly. I'm ready to come down. Alright, that was the at least planned morning excitement. On my way to Tucson now. Got many, many miles to go. I think like probably somewhere between 13 and 15. I haven't checked yet. But walking through the forest and the pines and on an actual footpath trail. That is Grand Canyon National Park boundary in about 11 miles. So there should be a junction to Tucson in about maybe 9 miles. So I've been walking a combination of roads and footpaths through the forest. I passed a water tank that was completely dry. But again, that's why I stopped at the wildlife tank this morning and filled up so that I'd have water and I wouldn't have to get the muddy water that clogs my filter. Here's some of that mud water. This is 10X tank, and I'm passing it by. I'm currently about 1.5 miles out of the junction for Tusayan, walking the Coconino Wash. It's kind of cool. It's got these boulders, these rocks on either side, so it does actually look like you're walking through a wash. And then of course you've got the pine trees. But when I get to town, I might just take the shuttle to the South Rim and get my camping permits worked out. I saw a message this morning from a fellow hiker, and she had problems getting her permits. So if I can get that worked out today, that'll ease my mind a little bit for the next couple days. Because I'm not sure what she worked out in the end, but she was originally told she'd have to wait 2 days on the South Rim in order to proceed forward. So I've been thinking about that pretty much the entire time I've been hiking, and I'm getting into town early enough that I'm going to try to take the shuttle in and use the shuttle system. I've got to take 2 shuttles to get to the backcountry office and work it out before they close. So I did decide to take the bus into the Grand Canyon and the South Rim because the permits are a problem. There's no budging on them. They said the earliest I might get in is 2 days from now. So what I think I'm going to do is stay just outside the national park boundary like I had planned, then come in tomorrow and check again tomorrow, probably stay at Mather Campground on the South Rim, and if I can't get a permit to camp Friday, I might just go rim to rim. I might just go straight through it, because originally they told me 4 days. 4 or 5, something like that, and that's not happening. So I got a box from my mom of goodies, so I'm gonna gorge on that, and then I'm gonna head back into Tusayan, however you pronounce it, and just hike to the boundary and spend the day in the South Rim tomorrow. Alright, I'm back in the town of Tusayan. This is where I caught the bus into town. That's the visitor center. It's got an IMAX in there. I did not check it out. But since I'm in town, I'm going to stop next door and get some sandwiches and use some Wi-Fi. And then after that I will go back out onto the trail and probably camp as close to the national park boundary as I can. And then I will be going into the backcountry office again tomorrow and seeing if I have better luck. Alright, after all that running around, I'm back on the Arizona Trail. Town is right here, so it's just running parallel to town. And the national park boundary is about 2 miles away, so just going to go as close to the boundary as I can and then hiking in and straight to the backcountry office in the morning. I'm seeing all these cars. This is a forest road coming up here, and you can legally park your car and camp on this road, and it's right near the entrance. I did it when I did my Grand Canyon backpacking last year, except I went way further down the road. Didn't want to be around all those people. But I am not setting up my backpacking tent here tonight. I'm definitely gonna go where cars can't, because I want my privacy. Oh, here comes another car. Finding a place to camp. And here it is. End of the line. So this is the boundary fence. And I guess I'm gonna find the most comfortable and durable surface to set my tent up on and be serenaded to sleep by the road tomorrow. Tent, fence, arch, road, and then whatever this noisy stuff is going back there. So that ends a chaotic day 39, and tomorrow I'm going through that archway. I'm headed to the backcountry office, and then after that, unknown.